All right, welcome to another installment of the 3v3 championships. I don't know who that was screaming in the background, someone on Heredia's end. We are just waiting on one final racer to join, that would be Trilty, aka TBH Stratus. Today we have Elegant Speed versus Creme. Elegant Speed made up of Jake Chaboy, Z Nacho, and Cyrod versus Creme with Heredia God, T Landry, and TBH Stratus, aka Trilzy, who will be the last person to join. But welcome to the stream, everybody. This will be best of 7. We'll be collating the points at the end and posting those in the description, and also over on the Discord. But the tracks today will be three choices from each team plus one randomly generated one. Elegant Speed have chosen East Coast H200 and Pier Race. Creme have chosen Mazebank, Vespucci, and Duel, with the wild card track of Canyon Crossing. Some of the guys you will be seeing today will be... these are some of the best races on PS4 on GTA ever. Yo, Cyrod in the chat. How are you, buddy? I'm just going to pop that out so that I can monitor the chat as we go along. Just waiting for Trills, obviously. Yeah, these are definitely some of the best races ever on GTA, certainly right at the moment. Jake Chaboy has posted 4 world records in the last week, with another one coming, so he says. So he recently posted world record City Air 1 lap. I think that was an unofficial though. World record 3 lap on Spinner. World record City Air 3 lap as well. And recently he got the world record on Zebra, which is a point-to-point. Z Nacho, who is racing for the same team, Elegant Speed, has posted 3 duel with a 120.9 world record, but apparently Zombie just beat that with a 120.8. I haven't seen that video, but I'm sure it's fucking amazing. He also got the East Coast world record with a 50.1 and the Plummet 2 world record. So we are just waiting on one final racer to join. Yes, Sorrel, I am good. I hope you are well also. I realise how late it is over there, so we're just waiting on one final racer. I'm just going to keep checking in on the chat that we've got going on. How do
From
we
YouTube.
copy a link from YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, on PlayStation.
Yeah, so I can send it to PlayStation.
Ah,
You know what I
fuck.
mean.
I've always found the easiest way to do it is through the PlayStation app on your phone. Sometimes I'll send it, like I'll look it up on my phone, send it to I don't know, copy it there, and then use the PlayStation app on your phone to post it. It's actually pretty difficult, kind of
Yeah.
maneuvering around the YouTube app on PlayStation. I found a bit of a pain in the
Yeah.
asshole.
See, I might just screenshot the YouTube name and then send it
Yeah,
so
yeah,
everyone can
absolutely. Of
watch.
course, man. That's much easier to do it that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me just chuck this in the Discord. And where else did I want to put it? Oh yeah, this GTA Online Facebook group. There we go. See if anyone joins there. Just lost Landry. I know he's been having some troubles with his wife. Oh, it says 3 comments, but there's a comment missing. So yeah, just hanging tight, waiting for the last 2 races to join. That would be Trilsey and Landry. Trilsey obviously going by the name TBH Stratus these days. Yeah. Alex also has the 1, 2, and 3 lap world records on Mazebank, as well as best lap. We're starting off with that track. We are actually joined by Alex in the chat right now. How are you feeling, Alex?
Yes. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
We're literally starting off with probably your best track. Is that fair to say? Is this your best track at the moment?
I mean, we could argue with that by maybe one other track, but I feel like maybe if I don't mess up, probably my best track. Maybe.
Yeah. So Ferdhouse has just asked a question. You'd probably be the best person to answer this. Ferdhouse just asked, have you ever wondered what the actual limit is on this track? You said you did it. Did you say you did a 49 first lap? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, 49 first lap, but like I said, if I get that whatever boost I had on that first lap, maybe a high 45. But I know 46 is possible, but that 45 is it's close.
Yeah. Obviously, pre-nerf, those times would have been reasonably easy to get because of the extra speed everyone was getting through the tunnels. But these days, it's a little bit harder to do that.
Yeah, like this track, the best lap record, it's not possible anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, and I think we've all found out with a lot of the sports tracks. Ferdhouse says, I calculated every time gain between Alex and official, each checkpoint split. Wow, yeah, I'd love to know what it was.
A 42?
Fuck.
Holy. Imagine. I got a brake boost in the air.
Honk boost. Burp boost.
Yeah, is that honk boost?
Yeah, fucking honk boost. Always a classic.
Backwards boost.
Yep. A 42, Jesus Christ. H200 he reckons a 22.1. Man, you've been doing the math, Ferdhouse.
More possible. Yeah, 22 looks more possible than like a 42 on Maze, but like, oh no.
Yo, Barbax, welcome. How are you? City Air, wow, he has been doing the math. City Air, he reckons a 205.5.
I think Landry needs an invite. Hold on, let me see if I can find him.
Let me just go check the chat again. What's happening with Landry? Nothing yet. Regardless, this is still a good bit of chat going on. Yeah, feel free to share the stream around, guys. We are hoping to get started very, very shortly. Obviously just waiting on Landry and Trilsey. But yeah. Me, Barbax, I am fine. It is, I don't know, early afternoon here for me, unlike some of the races in here, which is quite late in the evening. So I'm just sitting here drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes until we're ready to go. Yo, Marco, how are you, buddy? Welcome. That'd be interesting, Ferdhouse. I mean, shit, Mobbin's lap on East Coast is quite old now. I'd be interested to see if Mobbin reckons. Hopefully, he joins in the chat at some point. If Mobbin reckons he can improve on that at some point. I know that Natro's lap was amazing as well, but so many cuts, so many like that very first jump skip / wall ride that happens, and whether or not anyone decides to go for the loop cut at the start as well, could definitely bring down East Coast. But I don't believe To be honest, I'm not sure that first loop cut would save much time, especially if you do the loop and get the brake boost to fly over.
Yeah, I talked to Marvin about it before. He said he can approve, but he does he's focused on another track. You know what I mean?
Sure, sure. Can't find Jack's 50.2. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, I believe Jack's 50 there was ages ago. That I feel like that was over a year ago, maybe just after the nerf.
No, no, it
Um,
was in December time. He got in the public lobby as well.
oh, was that recently on East Coast? Jack's one.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, maybe he didn't post it as a separate video. Maybe it's just in one of his streams. Then
it's one of his live streams, but he has a screenshot of the 50.2.
far out. Awesome. Yo, crazy. What's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome. Just waiting on a couple of races to join, and we will be raring to go. Again, I'm just going to back out and check the chat. Hey. Hey, there we go. So, that's Landry in, and Trilsy said he's joining right now, so we are probably going to get ready to go very, very shortly. Jake, if you're listening, um, yeah, launch it straight away. I reckon that'd be really cool. Um, I'm very much looking forward to this. Like I said, anyone in the chat that's not familiar with these races, I know I've been sharing this around on some of the Facebook groups and things, but anyone that's watching, um, by all means, these are some of the best races in the world. Jake Chaboy, Nacho, and Cyrod versus Heredia, T. Landry, and TBH Stratus, aka Trilsy. So it's Elegant Speed versus Creme. Again, the 7 tracks will be East Coast H200 Pier Race, picked by Elegant Speed, and Mazebank, Vespucci and Jewel, picked by Creme, plus Canyon, which was pulled out of a hat. So one racer left to join, who said he is joining in the chat that we are in. So we should be raring to go any minute. I think after East Coast, I might do in the city next. Yeah. So I think I just saw a 207 on in the city. It was either Nacho or Zombie. Honestly, they're best mates. I get them mixed up sometimes. I can't remember who that was. 206. Yeah. Maybe using Jacobs. Oh, the hard product or Alex's. Yep. Hello, gamers. Hello, Mobbin. Welcome. We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. Yes, yes, yes. Just waiting on one final person to join. Come on, fella. Obviously. Oh, looks like we lost Landry. Oh boy. Maybe he's having trouble with his internet or something, but...
Yeah, he is, but
Mm-hmm.
he said he's gonna keep trying.
Yeah, that's alright. These things happen. These are, with so many moving parts and so many people, and the fact that you guys are spread out all over the world, these things can be a little bit difficult to get together at times.
They just started a party with me, so I'm gonna see what's happening over there.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to head over there, and yeah, come back and let me know what's going on. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just monitor the lobby. Cool. I'm gonna say this one's gonna be too close to call. There's too many really fucking good races in here. I will say that Jake, Nacho, and Cyrod probably more active on GTA these days than Landry and Trills, but that does not discount their huge amount of skill. I think Trillsy still has the 3-lap on Downtown Loop, I believe. I remember that was one of the last ones he got before he changed to a new PSN. Heredia is everywhere these days, obviously. Literally putting pressure on and beating the pants off some of the best racers any of us have ever seen. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, and they're the records that count. The 1, 2, and the 3. They're the ones, man. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, official tying his world record was one of the craziest things I think any of us have ever seen. Literally down to 1,000th of a second. He absolutely tied it. Reckons he fucked up the last corner. Or at least didn't get it as cleanly as he hoped to. But I doubt that will ever be matched again. I'm in the middle of an English class right now. Well, you can learn all the English you want right here, Ferdas. And splits tying both first and second, yeah. Alright, we've got Landry back, just waiting on Trilsy. Good. That's all good. Here we go. We have all races in the lobby, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Elegant Speed versus Creme. Elegant Speed made up of Jake Chaboy, Nacho and Cyrod. Creme is Heredia, Landry and Trilsy. We've got East Coast H200 and Pier Race, Mazebank, Vespucci and Jewel, followed up right at the end, hopefully, by Canyon Crossing. We are ready to go. We will be collating the results and the points at the end of this. But welcome to everyone that is in the chat, and make sure you share this around. We should see some incredible racing. Again, these are some of the best guys in the world. Too many world records to even name. I reckon between everyone in here, there's got to be 15, 20 world records. So these are some of the top guys that you will ever see racing stunts on GTA on PlayStation. We are ready to go with Mazebank. Again, Heredia, who is in this lobby, has the 1, 2, 3 and best lap world records on this track. Sitting with Jake Chaboy right now. Good luck to everyone. It's time for this battle, Ferdas. You know it. Here we go. Jake getting a great start, starting in third off the line, but managing to push himself directly into first. He'll be doing a nice big loop around this and shooting himself straight down onto the track. Just getting a little bit of a curb there, a little bit wide around the corner, which should cost him a tiny bit of time. Cyrod managing to catch back up. But Jake managing also to pull it back in, getting as many curbs as possible. Brake boost there off the curb, going into the first tunnel. And this is one of the places, everyone's got their own lines that they do in here, and you can see people gaining a lot of time. And there we have it, with Heredia managing to get a little bit more speed through that tunnel than Jake did. But Jake pushing a little bit harder with his speed coming out of that and getting back into first place. Coming up to one of the first little cuts here on the left-hand side of the ramp. Does save quite a bit of time. Smash the roof, straight down onto the track. And yeah, you can easily save, I don't know, 0.3 of a second, maybe a little bit longer, just by doing that small cut into the first of the tube. Up and down tubes, up, down on this one, and then into the long tube. This is the one where people get maze banked. If they're not careful, they can land at a pretty awkward angle, but I doubt that's going to happen with any of these guys. They're all too seasoned. But yeah, as you can see, Cyrod getting a huge advantage there out of the tunnels, and that's what I mean. Everyone's got their own little lines that they do here, and they can save huge amounts of time. We're just going to stick with Jake here because we can see the top 3 races in this first of 7 races, and it's a good vantage point to be watching from. Coming into lap 2, let's have a look at the first lap times there. Cyrod with a 52.7 flat, Heredia with a 53.9, and Trilsy with a 54.3, followed by Jake, Landry and Nacho. Jake falling back into 4th position there, as Trilsy managed to get some extra speed down the straight, probably picking up some brake boosts. But again, Jake managing to slide out there just a little bit on his entry. We're going to switch over to Trilsy just to keep up with the top of the pack and see what's happening in the front line of this race. Very, very close between Cyrod, Heredia and TBH Stratus, aka Trilsy. Again, these guys are all very evenly matched. This is the top echelon of stunt racing. Trilsy managing to catch an unfortunate barrier there, allowing Jake to catch up. We're just going to flip over to Heredia and see how these two are battling it out for 1st and 2nd place as we come into the final tube of lap 2. Alex, by the look of it, Heredia, in other words, managing to get into 1st place. We're just going to switch over to Cyrod so that we can see 1st and 2nd in all its glory. Mob and I, possibly because I'm not so good at that, I won't be doing live totals. If anyone in the chat wanted to put their hand up to provide live totals, that would be fucking amazing. I feel like I don't quite have time between the races to do that. But yeah, that would be fantastic. If anyone wants to stick their hand up and do that, they'll be able to pause the video and look at that. That would be fantastic. If not, no problem. We can collate all of those at the end, and we'll be posting in the Discord, also in the description of this video, and everywhere that matters, what the total was and who won. Mobbin, I would much appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for offering. If you're able to, yeah, please, by all means, let us know how everyone goes there. Don't forget, a DNF does get 6 points. Yo, Gucci, welcome, welcome. Yo, Jack, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We are first race in. Yo, Tyrese, what's going on, little man? Second lap. Cyrod managed to improve. He's got a 51.4. Jake with a 52. But Alex Heredia back in 5th place, managed a 50.1. No surprises there. He's got the 1, 2, 3 and best lap world records on this track. Let's just check the standings. I'm going to switch back to Landry, see how he's going there in third place. Maybe we can get a good view of first, second and third and see how everyone's going. But it looks like second and third is being contested right to the very end there, but Cyrod coming in first place. Fantastic racing there on the first of these 7 tracks. Cyrod, Nova Race to Shine, coming in with the first win of the 7. Again, for those just joining, that was the first of 7 races. Elegant Speed have chosen East Coast H200 Pier Race. Creme have chosen Maze Bank, Vespucci and Jewel, with the final track being Canyon Crossing. Picked out of a hat by Starstrider Fox. So congratulations there to Cyrod, good win. Let's see how we go. I'm not sure of the order of the tracks. I know Jake put this together earlier. What did happen to Nacho? No idea. So coming into H200, this is a very hotly contested track at the moment. Basically it's Jake versus Official. Official is dominating this track right now, but this has always been one of Jake's favourite tracks. Obviously we saw Official break his own heart by equaling his world record lap on this track recently. Yeah, well, that's weird. Got the background of Maze Bank, but we are going H200. So good luck to all the racers. Here we go. Yeah, Jack, everyone's been wondering what happened to your streamed world record there. You had a 50, I think. Yeah. Official's hot lapping H200 probably right now. I don't blame him, man. He was so close to beating his own record there. It does not surprise me one bit. All right at the start of H200, Nacho just nosing in front, but Jake, Landry, everyone's race at the moment. Everyone's skipping that, going for the wall ride. Looks like Nacho copped some water there. He managed to slow down just a little bit. But we've got Jake in front, Cyrod followed by Nacho. This is a good vantage point to see what's happening at the front of the pack. .22.1 is the limit, Ferdhouse thinks. Ferdhouse doing God's work at the moment. Oh, Nacho, unfortunately copping just the edge of that ramp as he came out of the tube, coming down to the slowest corner in all of stunt racing, and wondering if we're going to see the little ramp cut here. A lot of people do it. It does not save a huge amount of time, but a little bit, especially if you're already on a good lap. We're just going to move up to Landry. No, let's stick here. Let's stick with Nacho. We can see Heredia, Landry, and yeah, we've lost a couple of races from the front of the pack, but this is what happens. It's one of those weird tracks, man. All right, totals so far, very, very close. Creme with 30. And Elegant Speed with 28. Thank you for that, Mob, and I really appreciate you helping out here, keeping tabs on the point gathering as we go forward. Oh boy, it is one of those tracks when you get a really good lap, it is phenomenal and looks so effortless, but so much can go wrong, as you can see. I mean, we probably had a leader change in this race 5-6 times just through some unfortunate accidents after only a lap and a half. Coming out of the first lap, best lap goes to Landry with a 1:32.4, but as you can see, he's slipped down to third place, and you'll see that happening a fair bit in this track, I would think, as things go right and wrong for these races. But right now, it is Jake Chaboy, followed very closely by Z Nacho in second place. Not too hard on the barrier smash there from Nacho. Coming out nice and early to get the edge of that tube. Coming down to the last tube, braking very hard here. And quite late there for Nacho. Managed to catch up just a tiny bit of time, but looks like he's caught a little bit of a barrier, unfortunately. We're just going to switch over to Landry, who's slipped into second place right behind Jake. This is one of Jake's favourite tracks. I'm not surprised that he's doing so well. And at various times in the last few years, Jake has had world records on this track. Quite a lot of water there for Landry. Impossible to see for Jake, but it doesn't look like he had any, so he managed to skip that. Landry coming out very high from the wall ride, losing a little bit more time to Jake, who has managed to extend his lead, but we've got someone right on his heels, and that would be Nacho, who, well, he was right there for a second, but it looks like he's managed to cop some bad luck as well. Landry just copping a little bit of water, probably just the right amount to help slow down for that corner there. Braking hard to the slowest corner in stunt racing. Coming around. Jake managing to extend his lead just a little bit more, a few more car lengths by the looks of things. Landry holding it down in second position. But the pack has really spread right out after this. Jake managing to get a 28.7 on his second lap. Certainly not too close to his personal bests on this track, but more than enough to extend his lead out. Coming in, Jake taking first place, Landry taking second. Didn't quite see who got third there, but we'll switch back and we'll be able to see where all the races are at this point. Yeah, it looks like Cyrod in third, Nacho in fourth, Heredia in fifth, and Trilsey coming in late to round out the pack. No one DNFing, of course. Congrats to Jake there, repping his Aussie Pro Racing, which is his crew. Hey, can anyone hear this asshole mowing in the background? If so, I hope it's not too annoying on the stream. But literally my next door neighbour has some shit going on. So Cyrod just 1 point in front. But not that that matters, because this is teams we are talking about. And we are coming into the third race, and this looks like Vespucci to me. Yes, it is. Great. Thank you, Gucci. I'm glad, because, man, it's fucking annoying on my end. But middle of the day, you know, what are you going to do? Yo, Mr. Stain, fuck Stain in the chat. Welcome, welcome. All right, running total. Creme with 55 points. Not so far beating Elegant Speed with 61. Here we go with Vespucci, track 3 of this 7-track playlist. Honk, honk, honk. All right. Look at these guys. I would not want to be in this lobby. I get my ass handed to me by everyone in here. All right, coming around the first corner. It is very, very tight race. I'm just going to move back to Nacho, actually with Landry, say. Let's go to Landry, so we should be able to see this pack and see everybody in it, nice and tight. Landry copping a bit of a barrier there. Nope, that was just lag. Fantastic. Good to know. This pack is going to be tight around this. This is one of those tracks where the shortcuts that do exist on this track are so risky that we probably won't see a lot of them during competition, I would think. Which means that this could be a very, very close race. As you can see from the mini-map there, the pack is tight as. Very, very clean lines from all of these guys. It is an exercise in throttle control, this track, as everyone in here knows, everyone on stream knows. Hopefully keeping your speed up. Oh man, I'm glad that was lag. I'm just going to move away from Landry because he is lagging quite a bit. I'm going to go with Nacho for a minute so we can see his internet seems to be a little more stable. As you can see, Landry lagging out in front there still, but this is a good way to see the majority of the pack and see who's coming. Yeah. So go up into the loop, looping around, hopefully getting full revs out of that loop so that they can come down into this section with full speed before they even know it. Into the last corner, hopefully no one hits the pole here. That can always be a little bit of a pain in the ass, especially in a tight pack. If you cut that corner, pole comes down, you can destroy someone's race entirely. It's happened to me plenty of times. Let's have a look at the first lap, see what we've got. Best lap by Cyrod with a 2:11.1, so close with Trilsy 2:11.2. That's a stunningly good first lap there by everybody, pretty much. Not everyone goes for that brake boost. Talking to Diego the other day, he doesn't reckon it adds much because you pretty much go into a corner straight away. But yeah, the pack thinning out just a little bit at the back. The top four here of Trilsy, Cyrod, Heredia and Nacho are still anybody's race at this point. This is about what I expect to see on a track like this. No one's going for the really risky shortcuts, which pretty much all of them are, and just staying with their standard lines. We should be seeing potentially some 208s, 209s definitely from these guys. My voice has gone quieter, Jack. How about that? My mic does actually get caught in my substantial beard at times. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Oh, so going for the wall ride there. Does manage to gain one position from Alex Heredia. That is better. Thank you, Jack. But yeah, this is still anyone's race, pretty much out of these top four. I think Nacho's slipping behind just a little bit. But, yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Nacho probably not getting full revs there in that tube as early as he would have liked. He has slipped behind just a little bit. Let's go up and check in with the top three. With Heredia, Cyrod and Trilsy. Trilsy's still holding it down. He's pretty much not been out of first place for this whole race. Cutting out nice and wide before this little S-bend. Managing to get a couple of extra little curbs there. Little tap on the brake just before the jump around this little S-bend here. Again, throttle control is so important around here. You don't want to slide out, and of course the Emirates, being what it is prone to sliding out on almost anything. Trilsy's still holding it down in first place. Man, Cyrod is nipping at his heels. These guys, their racing lines are so similar. And pretty much, they've managed to find over the years, I mean, these guys are that experienced. Over the years, they've managed to find the fastest lines that you could possibly take around these corners, keeping top revs is pretty much what you're going for. Top revs, brake boosts. Heredia going for a wall ride just to catch up a little bit more time there on the top two, which he's managed to do very, very nicely. And he has closed that gap just the tiniest bit, but not enough to put him in contention at this point. We are coming up to the last couple of corners, and again, like I said, wow, 3 208s from Cyrod, Stratus and Heredia. Jake with a 10, Nacho with a 9. Here we go, can Trilsey hold it down? Cyrod has managed to nose in front. Trilsey, after being in front for pretty much the entire race, has come out of that corner a little bit too wide and caught himself. Must have been sweating very, very hard there on the last corner. Holy moly. Hoping to just nose himself back in front. He did have first place there for pretty much the entire race. Congrats there to Cyrod, Alex, Trilsey, everybody. Man, that was really good. Hello, Razza. Welcome, welcome. Looks like we've lost someone. Somebody may have lagged, but that's fine. Cyrod edging out to 10 points in front, but I think that's because we lost somebody. Yeah, Landry lagged out. That's fine. He'll be able to extend this only for an extra 30 seconds, so we've got 1 minute 30 to try and get Landry back in here. Yeah, did anyone manage to catch his points? Did he lag out before the race finished or after? I didn't manage to see when that happened, unfortunately, but we'll see. Mobbin with the running totals. Creme on 84, Elegant Speed on 90. So yeah, we must have gotten his points there, Mobbin, is that correct? Before he lagged? So up to 4 of 7. If Landry's unable to make it back into the lobby, thank you, Mobbin, appreciate it. If Landry's unable to make it back into the lobby, we may pause here. Yep, here he comes. Fantastic. He is joining. Now we are going with East Coast. This is one of Elegant Speed's choices. Alright, considering this is competition, guys, in chat, you guys want to have a bet at best lap? Noting, of course, that most people won't be taking the riskier shortcuts. Alright, Mobbin's saying the best lap's going to be a 2 minutes, 0.5. There are just so many wall rides on here, man. You've got to be, if you're going to do them in competition, you're going to have to be really, really sure of yourself. Gucci suggesting that best lap will be a 59 by Nacho. Man, really narrowing it down there. Here we go. Starting off with the front of the pack, Nacho getting himself into second place. Nope. Landry and Trilsey both edging him out just there. Cyrod just in first, but again, this is, we can't even be talking about places yet. This is way too early in the race. Hopefully everyone, certainly Nacho got a brake boost there out of the loop. which is one of the best ways to gain position in this race. We're just going to move back with Nacho in front. We're going to move back to, let's have a look at, let's go back to Alex. Go back to Heredia. As we saw, oh, yeah, Jake getting caught out by the very first wall ride there. We're going to go and have a look at Landry for a second. I think he's still up there. Right at the top. Yep. So the top 5 are very, very closely contested here, obviously. Some luck, obviously, in this track with the amount of water that you cop. Is Nacho going the wall ride? He is, man. I mean, he's brutally confident. And it's definitely paying off. I mean, you saw him come out. Is he going to go for the last one? Nope. Well, the second last wall ride. Yeah, I agree, Ty. Plenty of bricks to be had on this track. Honk honk there from Landry. Once we get out of the tunnel, we'll be able to see just where everyone sits. Man, the last wall ride is so risky on this track, but my God, did Nacho really pull it out. Super blah 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 joining there for a second, but I think we'll be able to, hopefully he'll be able to realise this is competition and not something you can join in. First lap, 2:03.1 from Nacho. Let's see if he can improve on that. Again, he is super confident with the wall rides here, so there's every chance that he's going to be able to continue those through lap 2 and 3, but we'll see. Let's have a look where the pack is sitting. We're sitting with Jake Chaboy. No, we're not. We're sitting with Landry here, who is currently in 4th. But you can see what kind of a lead just from the mini-map Nacho has. I mean, he has stretched this right out. We're going to go and have a look at his lap just to see what kind of risks he's taking to keep himself out in first place. Again, very lucky with the water there. It looks like he's going in for the wall ride. And he does. Coming out beautifully, a little bit of a honk. There is a nice little wall ride here. Is he going to go for it? Oh! Very unfortunate. And that's just what I was saying about the risks. It doesn't look like he's too far back. Yeah, actually it does. No, the pack's actually tightened up substantially, but it means that Trilsy's pulled his way into first place. Let's go and have a look at Landry, who should be able to get a good sight on the top 3 here. Second and third, hotly contested there by Heredia and Landry. Trilsy out in front at this stage. Let's have a look at the lap 2 lap time. Cyrod, my guess is he got that wall ride. Managed to get himself back into second place. Really, really good there. So we had a 2:01 there by Trilsy. So far, no one's predictions coming correct here, but we've still got a whole lap to go. Just gonna... No, I won't do that. Did receive a message there. I'm pretty sure that's from Super blah blah blah. But yeah, I will message him in a moment just to let him know that this is a 3v3 competition and not something you can join in on. I'm sure he wants to race with all these guys, as we all do. These are obviously good lobbies to get into when you see all of these names. I mean, I know I certainly improve when I race with these guys because it pushes you to find the better lines. It pushes you to get a little sweaty. It's still very hotly contested here up in the top 3. Who's sitting in 4th at the moment? That's Heredia. Let's have a look where he is. Wow, top 4. Yep. Top 4 with Trilsy just managing to get some extra car lengths there. However, is Nacho going to... Yes, Nacho does get in front there with the wall ride. He seems to be the one taking the most risk, and it's paying off for him. I mean, he's super comfortable on this track. Let's see if Gucci's prediction of a 59... Gucci's prediction of a 59 by Nacho is going to come true. Huge jump there. Not even thinking about pulling back on the acceleration there from Heredia. Has managed to nose him back into third place. Nacho going for the wall ride. Does he make it? Looks like he did. 158.3. Man, that's a good lap. That is a very, very good lap. Obviously, we're not looking at world record times here, but for competition, that is a hugely good lap. Damn, man, yeah. Considering the amount of pressure these guys are under, like, I'm surprised they're going for most of these. I mean, Nacho's super comfy on this track, obviously. I'm still so surprised at the risks they take at this level of competition. Congrats to Nacho. Yeah. Unbelievable. Really great showing there. I'm just going to go send a message to someone. Alright, running total there from Mobbin. We have Elegant Speed. Man, they're not far in front, but they managed to stay in front, and that's kind of important. We're coming into peer race. But yeah, Elegant Speed running total 118, and Creme with a 114. It is so close, man. So close. Yeah, agree, Ferdhouse. I mean, this is one of the better competitions I've seen. I mean, these guys are so well matched. Again, this is some of the top races in the world. I shouldn't be too surprised, but it's so good to watch. So exciting. I'm very excited. I'm very excitable. Honk honk! Alright, boys. Peer race. I think you all know what to do here. Ewan Luke's was the closet. Yeah, no, I saw that, Tyrese. Did you make it out okay? Alright, peer race. Too close to call at this point. Not even a tenth of the way through the first lap. No, you said closet, Tyrese. Have you come out yet? Deleted immediately. Alright, going into the first tube, we're sitting on Cyrod. Jake has entered first place. Coming up to do the first of the two tube exits. None of these guys should have any troubles with these, but yeah, it's one of those weirdly unpredictable tracks. We have seen somebody go off the track, unfortunately. Tyrese is stuck. You're stuck in there? Man. That's fine. Now, we did see somebody come off the track after the first one. That was Landry, unfortunately. But this one of those things with these tracks. With this track specifically. Like, the fastest line is just doing a crazy little tube exit. It took me a very long time to find my line on this track, to be perfectly honest. Cyrod just going with the single loop. Out of that second one, we've lost another person and another person, out of the top of the pack. But we've still got Jake in first, Nacho, who are literally side by side going first and second. Cyrod in third, Heredia in fourth. Let's have a look at these first lap times. 52.9 from Nacho, 53.002 from Jake, Cyrod with a 54.1. The pack has spread out a bit. Cyrod not pulling back on that jump. A lot of people do, so that they don't get bounced up off the speed up strip. Someone catching one of the bowling pins there, tending to knock everyone around a bit. But Jake keeping himself out in front. Cyrod in second place. Let's go have a look at Nacho in third so that we can see at least the top three races as they come into the first tube. Everyone getting good amounts of speed out of here, looping out, coming in for a nice low exit. Nacho right on the heels of Cyrod. No one going for the first loop cut, but I don't blame him. Too risky. Second loop cut, pretty much the first thing every stunt racer learns. But it's pretty funny to watch. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know if it was Jake, but it was probably Jake. When I first started stunt racing, I think I called him a cheat for doing that cut. Another really good friend of ours, good close friend who's also a stunt racer, I believe she sent Jake a message calling him a shifty cunt, which is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But of course they're really good friends now. But yeah, to watch these guys race is, you know, tantamount to fucking witchcraft at sometimes. You know, Nacho pulling himself into second place there, getting really, really good speed out of the second tube. But hot on his heels is Cyrod. Let's have a look at second lap times. No one managing to improve too much. Jake getting a 52.3 there on second lap. Heredia with a 51.1. I do predict the last lap here we might see a 48 or a 49. Oh, very unfortunate there from Nacho. Yeah, I mean, I generally don't expect to see these guys knocking down pins on these tracks. I all know that line around there so well, but it does happen. And if the pin stays in the middle of the track, it can really get in the way of somebody getting their race line. All right, so Ferdows predicting a 50 from Heredia. Okay, no worries. I still think Jake might get a 49 or a 50. Sorry, a 48 or a 49. I've seen him do it plenty of time in you know, conditions pretty much the same as this. That's my prediction anyway. Let's see how we go. But the pack definitely spreading out a bit. I'm going to stay with Nacho here for the moment. But Jake has managed to extend his lead out quite a bit, I would imagine. Gucci saying a 49 probably. Yeah. Wow, that's very specific. Nacho with a 49.7. I mean, we've been watching Nacho's lap here. You still think it's possible? Heredia getting fastest lap from Tyrese. Yeah, Nacho crashed, so unfortunately he won't be getting it. Jake coming in first place there with a 50. Alex is getting a 49.4. Let's have a look. Alex sticking with a 50 high by the looks of it. Yeah, fucking pins, Nacho. Man, I mean, I don't know who I'd bet on in these races. It's too close to call. Every one of you guys could come first in this. Every one of you could get a 48 or a 49. Depends how everyone's going. But yeah, 50 best lap on that track. Congrats to Jake. I think it might be his second win for this playlist, which is huge. Couple of thumbs down there from the boys. Don't really like that track, guys. Landry, unfortunately, with his lag out. Hard to know where he's actually coming because he lagged out. He came back in, so I'm sitting on 15 points. Yeah. Thank you, Mobbin. Running total. Creme with 135. Elegant Speed, wow, pushing their lead out quite a lot to a 155. All right. Second last track. This was the wild card that was picked out by Star Strider Fox. Neither of the teams picked this track. So it'll be interesting to see how everybody goes on this one. Canyon Crossing, one of my personal favourites. Certainly at the moment. I fucking hated this track many times, but right now I'm kind of digging it. Trilsy really going for the Krieger? I'd be interested. Yeah, some Kriegers and Emirates in this track. I quite like the fact that this is one of those tracks that you could do a couple of different cars on. Myself, I prefer the Krieger on this. I just find it a little bit more stable. There's not enough tight corners for me to say that the Emirates edges it out, but I do find the Emirates easier to get the ramp skips with. Alright, here we go, boys. Canyon Crossing. Let's keep these predictions coming, man. I'm really digging it. Nacho reckons a 45.9 from... Mobbin reckons a 45.9 from Nacho. I mean, that's a huge call. Yeah, every single one of these guys going for the first ramp skip. Not surprised there. Taking the left-hand path as everyone does. Skipping the ramp as everybody does. Who we got there? Alex in front. Heredia, sorry, in front. I don't want to real name people in here because, you know. Yeah, 45.9 is kind of ridiculous time. Fuck, staying with a nothing is impossible. That's a good attitude to have. That'll keep you racing for a long time. Wow, wow. These predictions are getting very specific. Gucci, 527 with a 146 best lap. Fuck, man, I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. But yeah, dudes, get as specific as you want with your predictions. I'd love to see how well this goes. Got to say, Heredia managed to extend his lead out quite a lot, deciding not to go for the final... Nacho did go for the wall ride, did not pay off for him, unfortunately. But yeah, let's see where we're going. Jake nipping right on the heels there. Oh, Jake getting a beautiful ramp skip there. Unbelievably good. Look how much he's managed to gain time there on Alex. And he will keep that through this corner because the Emirates should keep up the speed. He did have a little bit of a slide out there, but the Emirates certainly does have an edge there on the 90 degrees. Oh man, that's picture perfect. That's one of the best ramp skips I've seen in a very, very long time. And didn't pay off for everyone up there in the front of the pack, making Jake get a huge lead there. Let's go down to Cyrod and see where he's sitting in 4th place. Cyrod edging out in 4th there. Seems to be doing okay. Brake boosts. Didn't seem to go for it. May have. We're going to go catch up with Nacho in 3rd. See how he's going. See if the pack has tightened up a little bit. Yep. The pack has spread out hugely, to be perfectly honest. But these are still very, very good laps from all of these guys. Coming up nice and high into that and shooting down onto the platform. Easily getting this brake boost right there. Very important one. Obviously he's going to go for the wall ride. Let's see if he manages to stick it. Didn't manage it on first lap, nor on the second lap, unfortunately. But that's just what happens in these competitions. Pressure can get to these guys. Let's go have a look at Landry's lap and see if he manages to rein in Jake. But again, so much risk going on in these laps that it could be anybody's race. Jake has managed to extend his lead out quite a lot. Let's have a look at the times. Alright, Jake with a 150.3, Landry with a 55.1, but Trilsy with a 49.4. Glad we did get to see a 49, perfectly honest. That's a really, really, really good lap. No, he'll just get a 139 second and third lap. Now we're definitely talking possibilities. Tell you what, let's go have a look at Jake, who is having a very, very good race. And in fact, he's having a really, really good playlist. He came first in pure race. And on another track I can't seem to remember right now. But yeah, let's stay with Jake. See how he goes. Yep, he's got a huge lead here. And I will actually just stay with him for here, just to see how he goes for the full race, because he has not really fucked up anywhere. Is he going to go the wall this risky? But he has got quite a lead, so I kind of don't blame him. Managing to hold on to it, probably not the fastest landing I've ever seen there, but Jake has the lead, plenty of it, had the time to take the risk. I'm going to guess he doesn't go for this cut here, but he does. I mean, the guy's, yeah, no issues. Far out. I mean, that was a really good lap. Let's see if he managed to improve on his 50. Doesn't look like it. But congrats to Jake there on another first place in this playlist. Doesn't look like anyone's managed to improve on the 49 there. Yeah, 5:37.8. That's very good. Yeah, that's an insanely good time. Anyone feel like looking up the 3-lap world record for a second? I'd like to know where he's. I'm pretty sure that's not a world record, but I'd like to see it. Sarah 3 points. So a DNF gets 6, I think. From memory, from the rules, if anyone can quote me on that. Oh, Jesus. 28 low. Fucking hell. Yeah, nowhere near. But still, a 37's fucking great. There's too many variables on this. Wow, we did get a 48 from Nacho. Yeah, that's an insanely good lap. Well done, man. Congrats. Gotcha. Okay, so it actually changes as the rounds go on. Okay, that's good to know. I wasn't aware of that. Here we are, the very last track of this 7-track playlist. Duel. And Ferdows predicting a 20.8 from Nacho. Alright. Any more predictions, boys? This is a fun game. You don't win a fucking thing, but let's see. Yeah, Elegant Speed certainly extended their lead out. 183 cumulative to Creme's 162. It will be... You know, I think it is almost possible for them to clinch this, but they'd have to get first, second and third, and maybe an extra DNF there from one of the guys. Need someone to upload his jewellery so I calculate limit for this track. Alright, here we go, guys. A 122.7 from Nacho, you reckon? Alright, good. He does have a 120.9, but think about the risks he took with the coast to coast and stuff to get that time. So yeah, 22.7 in competition. That's actually a pretty good prediction. Pretty much all the guys going for the first. Rez's internet's gone off. My brain's gone off. Sorry. First wall ride. Yeah, pretty much everyone going for that one. Let's have a look at the standings. We might go back and look at Heredia just so we can see a bit more of the field. This is the top four. Got Nacho, followed by Trilsy, followed by Heredia, followed by Jake. Wow. Yeah, Alex getting quite a lot of lag there, I just saw. Who has moved into first place by the looks of things. So we're going to go down, check in with Jake, who's in fourth, see if we can see a little bit more of the field. It has spread out a little bit, but no one's out of this just yet. Quite a lot can happen in this track. Braking quite heavily there. Going for the wall ride. Slipping back up onto it nice and easy with very little air time. Is anyone going to coast to coast it? Not Jake? No. I wouldn't have thought so, to be perfectly honest. But Nacho sitting pretty in first. He had a 126.3 first lap. Hello Luke, welcome, welcome. Just catching the tail end of this. Yeah, Nacho with the 26, Cyro with the 27.083. 127, not flat, Jack. These guys managing to... Looks like Jake has managed to push his way into second place there with an awesome wall ride. That last one going for the barrier ride there, followed very, very closely by Cyro. Let's switch back to Cyro so that we can see the battle here for second and third. I'm not going to look at Nacho just yet because he's obviously straight up in first place. Oh, did he make it? Did catch a little bit of lag there. It's really, really difficult to tell with the amount of lag happening here. But Nacho, yeah, still in first place. Cyrod followed by Jake. We're sitting with Jake for the moment. And we did just see Cyrod go for the coast to coast. I wonder if he managed to pull it off. Yeah, I think he did. Or at least that was maybe Nacho, because Cyrod's managed to push himself into second. Now it is first and second, hotly contested here by Jake and Cyrod. I think Nacho went for the coast to coast and didn't manage to pull it off. Let's see how far back Nacho is, because he may still be in contention to make his way into the top. Yeah, he's definitely in the top three. And he's not out of this race yet. And it looks like someone's had a little bit of an accident going around that last. That would be Cyrod. Had a little bit of an accident putting Jake into first. Nacho back into second place, but so close to where Jake is, who manages to clinch it. Another win for Jake. My God. Nacho coming in second place. But let's have a look at the best laps. Probably going to have to wait until right at the end of this race to actually catch it, because everyone is finishing right now. Jake with a win. That brings this 3v3 to a close. Where are we sitting? For one, I want to have a look at the times, but yeah, I think Elegant Speed have managed to get this. We had a 22.3 by Trilsy. That's a fucking great time. Congratulations to all the racers, man. You guys really brought it. That was fantastic. I'm pretty confident that Elegant Speed have taken this win and will move forward to the next round. But congratulations to everyone in here. It was Heredia God, Landry, and TBH Stratus from Creme, and Jake Chaboy, Nacho, and Syra from Elegant Speed. GG's to everyone. Fantastic battle. I mean, we saw some really great racing there. We had 217 from Elegant Speed and a 186 from Creme. Mobbin, thank you so much for collating the results there. I really appreciate you doing that. It was hard to sort of do everything. Also, I just don't have the attention span to quickly switch over and calculate all of that shit between races, so thank you again. Thank you so much to everyone that joined in on the stream. I will be ending it there, but yep, we will have more 3v3 action coming up. Don't forget to subscribe to all of these guys to check out all of their world records. Most of these guys do have YouTube channels, so just go and have a look for their PSN on YouTube. Big ups, congratulations to all, but thank you for tuning in. We will be back again soon.